Today, we're diving deep into the core ideas from Harv Eker's book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And look, this isn't about the usual money tips you hear everywhere else. We're going way deeper. We're talking about uncovering the hidden program, that subconscious script that's been secretly running your entire financial life, probably without you even knowing it. I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It can be so frustrating. You're putting in the hours, you've got the ambition, maybe you've even tried all the different systems and strategies. But the needle just isn't moving. It feels like there's a missing link, some crucial piece of the puzzle that nobody's telling you about. Well, we're about to find it.
So what is this missing piece? According to Eker, the answer isn't in what you're doing on the outside. It's all about your internal programming. So let's start with the absolute foundational concept, your financial blueprint. Think about it like the blueprint for a house, right? Before anyone even thinks about pouring concrete or hammering a nail, the entire design is already set in stone on that blueprint. That plan determines the final size, shape, and structure of the house. Well, your money blueprint works the exact same way. It predetermines your financial success often before you even make your first dollar. Here's another really powerful way to think about it. Your financial thermostat. Your blueprint sets your financial temperature. Let's say it's set for, $50,000 a year. You might get a huge bonus one month, but I guarantee you'll unconsciously find ways to spend it or lose it to get right back to that $50K comfort zone. And it works the other way too. If your thermostat is set for millions, you could lose everything, and you'd find a way to get it all back because that's your default setting. This image, this idea, really illustrates the whole thing perfectly. We spend so much of our time and energy focused on our results, the fruits. We stress about our bank account, our income, our debts, but Eker says that's kind of pointless. Why? Because you can't change the fruit that's already hanging on the branch. If you want to change your future fruits, you have to stop looking up at the branches and start digging down to change the roots, your inner world of thoughts, beliefs, and programming. And that leads to this quote, which is just absolutely critical. It's not about finding the perfect stock tip or the hot new business idea. It's about becoming the person who can handle that level of success. Your outer world of wealth is literally just a mirror, a reflection of your inner development. You have to grow yourself first, and then your money will follow. Okay, so if this blueprint is so powerful, where the heck did it come from? I mean, how did this program get installed in our brains in the first place? Let's play detective and trace it back to its origins. This right here is the formula that runs our entire lives. It all starts with programming. That programming from your past leads to your thoughts today. Those thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings then drive your actions. And finally, your actions create your results. You see the chain reaction? If you're unhappy with your results, you can't just try to change your actions at the end of the line. It won't stick. You have to go all the way back to the source code, the programming itself. So this programming, it comes from three main sources, and most of it was absorbed like a sponge when we were little kids. First, there's verbal programming. What did you hear about money? Stuff like, rich people are greedy, or money is the root of all evil, or the classic, we can't afford that. Then there's modeling. What did you see? Did your parents fight about money? Did they struggle? Or were they great at managing it? And finally, specific incidents you personally experienced. And here's a gut-wrenching example of a specific incident from the book. A nurse watched her father have a fatal heart attack right in the middle of a screaming match, all about money. In that single traumatic moment, her subconscious mind forged a devastating link. Money equals pain. So as an adult, no matter how much she earned as a successful nurse, she would always subconsciously get rid of it, just to get rid of the pain. That's how powerful a single childhood moment can be. Now, I know this might all sound a little bit heavy, but here's the good news. This is where it all turns around. You know, the first step to any kind of change is always awareness. The moment you become conscious of your programming, you're no longer a puppet run by it. You get the power to choose something new. Imagine you print out a document and you spot a typo on the paper. You can't just take a whiteout to the page, right? I mean, you could, but the next time you print it, that typo is going to be right back. The mistake is in the original file, in the computer program. You have to go back to the source. Well, your financial life is the printout. Your mind is the program. The change has to happen there first. This needs to become your new mantra. It's such a powerful statement of ownership. It's about shifting from being a victim, where life happens to you, to being a creator, where you happen to your life. You are the one driving the bus. You are creating your financial reality, and it all starts from the inside out. So we know we need to change the program. We get it. But what do we change it to? This is where we get super practical. We're going to start installing what Eker calls wealth files. These are the specific mindset shifts that totally separate the rich from everyone else. This is the absolute foundation, ground zero. A poor mindset plays the victim, and you can spot it a mile away by listening for 3 telltale signs: blame, justification, and complaining. They blame the economy. They justify their situation by saying, oh, money isn't that important anyway, and they complain about, well, everything. A rich mindset, on the other hand, takes 100% responsibility. They know without a doubt that they are the ones at the steering wheel of their life. Just feel the difference in the energy here. Playing not to lose is a defensive game. The main goal is just survival, having just enough to pay the bills, to be comfortable. But playing to win? That's all about thriving. The goal there is massive wealth and real abundance. And here's the secret. If your goal is just to be comfortable, chances are you'll never get rich. But if your goal is to be rich, you'll most likely end up unbelievably comfortable. You've probably heard this before: where your focus goes, energy flows. A poor mindset scans every single situation for what could go wrong. It sees roadblocks, it sees risk, it sees potential failure, and then it gets paralyzed by fear. A rich mindset scans that exact same situation and sees what could go right. It sees opportunity, growth, and potential rewards. They take action because their core belief is, it will work because I will make it work. And this just wraps it all up perfectly. You can be a victim, or you can be rich, but you absolutely cannot be both. The two mindsets are mutually exclusive. They just can't exist in the same person. Taking full responsibility is the price you pay to get in the game of creating wealth. So now, the first step is yours. It's all about awareness. So really think about it. What was that one phrase you always heard about money growing up? What's that one nagging belief that you think might still be running your financial program today? Just identifying it is the first huge step to rewriting it. Share that old belief in the comments below, and hey, maybe even share what you're going to replace it with.